A man sat in his prison cell, awaiting execution. He was guilty of the charges brought against him. The story of the sheep and the goats was a familiar one to him, and perhaps he wondered, would Jesus identify with him as one of the least? Or, because he had been part of a plan to kill another human being, would Jesus disown him? The Gospel of Matthew seems very clear-cut, but wasn't there something of the sheep and the goat in all of us? As he sat, the man attempted to process what Jesus was all about. That processing resulted in a landmark book, and the man was Dietrich Bonhoeffer, pastor, theologian, and anti-Nazi dissident, who, concerned with the increasing persecution of the Jews, had made the agonizing decision that the commandment against murder was subordinate to the need to assassinate Hitler. Now, I don't know if Bonhoeffer was right or not, but I admire his bravery. Interpreting scripture can be highly challenging, and he never dodged the difficulties. The end of our text today speaks of judgment. I wonder what your thoughts are about the subject. Is judgment a punishment, a cleansing, restorative justice, or something else? Or let's take another example. Today is the feast of Christ the King. In Nazi Germany, Bonhoeffer questioned that image. Could Christ really be an overlord, a triumphant ruler? Or was he more a Christ of the margins? What's your notion of God? How do you interpret Jesus' story today, in an age of COVID? Like Bonhoeffer, we live in complicated times. Sometimes we'll need to simply trust in the mystery of life. But there will be moments when we need to engage with challenges. Bonhoeffer courageously grappled with Scripture and heard whispers of another world. He would not let his current reality hijack the future. He believed that an adult faith wrestles with questions and develops, so it can be a transformative energy for the global family. If you agree, I invite you to consider your response today to sheep and goats and kings.